Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have a new review of a super budget in-ear monitor from Blon or Blon. This is the BL-01 model. The company got really famous for their 03 model, which is a budget focused, but you know, one of these ones that punches well above its price point. They seem to do really good stuff, and they do it at a price point that's introducing new people to the hobby. So I've already unboxed this. I did a separate unboxing video, but my card got corrupted. So we'll just go through the contents of the box first and what my first impressions actually were in that unboxing video. You get the user manual that you will never read. You get this little carry case, little burlap sack thing. You get a bunch of tips, various different sizes, small, medium, large, different thicknesses of silicone, and in here was the cable and the tips. The cable is it's a double dual twist into a dual twist with splitter, no slider, cable guide at the top, right angled 3.5mm jack with the Blon logo at the bottom there. It's a decent cable. I've already wrapped it back up because I was using it with one of the KZ cables, which also have the infamous KZ hooded connector there. What that does is actually stops water ingress into the earphones themselves, or moisture ingress, by hooding the top of this little 2-pin connector, which you will see if I can get that out of the way. Bring it into focus. So when you bring it over the earphone, you can see it hoods it. This is opposed to something like the tangled mess of earphones I have in the corner, which include the SureTape Pro, which has a flush sitting 2-pin connector. If I remove that just a little bit, you can see the pins there, and that sits flush and it's more prone to being damaged from water ingress. So I'm starting to prefer this KZ style, but the one issue with it is there's not a lot of options in the aftermarket with that style. So my first impression on the original unboxing was genuinely, I opened this up and I took one look at it, and I remember seeing these are about $20 on Linsol's website, but I hadn't really taken a look at the actual earphones on the website. I just casual glance a couple of weeks ago, and when I pulled this out, I had to genuinely go and check to make sure that I had the right earphones in the right box, because the build quality for $20 or $22, which I think these retail for, is absolutely incredible. All metal body, detachable cables, metal nozzles, metal grates. If it's hard to think of something costing like that. You know, you're used to cheap plastic Sony, JVC, Philips type headphones for this sort of money, or even more expensive. You could be up to $100 and still be in plastic. This is amazing build quality. It's very comfortable in the ear. Sits with a sort of shallow depth insertion. With the medium large tips here, I didn't have a problem with getting a seal, but I did change over to the spin fits and found that they worked a little bit better for me. The sound on it is, I think a lot of people want this to sound multiple times better than it does, and it does, or multiple times more than it costs, and it does do that, but it's nothing exceptional. The exceptional thing here is that you're spending $20 and you're getting an earphone that is built like an absolute tank, It has detachable cables, so if you break the cable in the future, you just buy a new $10 KZ cable or something. It looks great, it's well made, it sounds good, it's got a slight V shape. The bass is quite prominent here, it's definitely more so than the 03, which I think we're already lean towards the bassy side. This is a little bit more boomy. Mid's smooth, warm, a little bit recessed from the treble. Treble goes up, it's not packing a ton of detail, but the thing I want to stress is that $22, they should absolutely suck either way, even if they weren't built like this. You're getting, for $22, you're getting exceptional build quality, I would say under $100. Detachable cables and good inoffensive sound, like sound that you could easily listen to, enjoy your music if you like a lot of pop, EDM, rock, that sort of stuff. It does perfectly well. It's not going to compete with something like the Final Audio E3000, which is about $50, but it slaughters them on features and build. The E3000 does not have detachable cables. The build quality is kind of chintzy, but the Blon compete with them as an all-rounder. So if you're somebody that's coming, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you don't want to need to use an amplifier, this is going to be an excellent purchase for you. I think if you double your money for investment, you're going to get a better standard of headphone. Like you're ranging into some good KZs, some good CCA, getting close to that Final Audio. But if you're somebody that only has $20 to spend on earphones, there's no way I wouldn't recommend these. These are fantastic, completely stepped up the level for budget earphones in terms of build quality, decent sound. Happy to recommend them, and yeah, another good earphone from Blon. So if you like this review, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting if you want to see anything else. We're looking to grow the channel. There's been a lot of views over the past few weeks. I've got a ton of earphones coming out. I've got the Campfire Audio Vegas, I've got the Blon big boys, the 70mm BL-30s. I have the KZ Tape Pros coming, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you like the reviews, you like what I'm doing, or if you want to comment and let me know what I'm not doing. I know there's a problem with the audio right now. I'm waiting on a new microphone, but I'm open to feedback. This is my first couple of months doing this channel, and I'm sort of learning the process as I go. So thanks for watching another review, and check back on the next one because there will be another one tomorrow.